Amber Heard has now filed an appeal in the defamation case against Johnny Depp, seeking a fresh trial. According to paper, the judgment will have a chilling effect on women who try to speak out about abuse by prominent men. In this video, we'll take a look at whether Amber Heard will win her new rape trial. Heard has submitted her own belief in Virginia courts less than a month after Johnny Depp filed his formal appeal of some of the judgment in his sweeping defamation case against her. And Heard's newish lawyers are waving the First Amendment flag and calling trial court judge Penny S. Karate to task on multiple occasions. The trial court erroneously refused to dismiss this lawsuit on the premise of forum nonconvenience, argued by J. Ward Brown and David L. Axelrod in their November 23rd appeal. The trial court also erred in overruling Heard's demurrer, in which she contended that the challenge remarks are non-actionable expressions of opinion and are not reasonably capable of conveying the asserted defamatory connotation. The attorneys from DC-based Ballard's Bar LLP stated, "That holding, if allowed to stand, will definitely chill other women who seek to speak up about abuse by prominent men," further criticizing Karate for improperly instructing the jury in the Fairfax County case, which ended almost entirely in Depp's favor on June 1st, and excluding highly probative cases and admitting irrelevant and prejudicial evidence. Heard's appeal seeks to have the more than $10 million verdict against her overturned or thrown out in favor of a new trial. This case also never have gone to trial since another court had already decided that Depp assaulted Heard on many occasions. The appellant's 68-page brief states, "Following the filing of the case, the United Kingdom High Court of Justice ruled in a separate defamation action brought by Depp that Heard's abuse allegations were true." The appeal adds, referring to the ultimately unsuccessful libel suit the ex-Pirates of the Caribbean star filed against Rupert Murdoch's The Sun tabloid in 2018 for calling him a wife-beater in print. The trial court should have given preclusive effect to that 129-page ruling, which followed a 3-week trial in which Depp, Heard, and 24 other witnesses testified. The Aquaman star claims in his latest filing, Depp sued his ex-wife Heard for $15 million in March 2019 for a 2018 Washington Post op-ed under Heard's byline. The American Civil Liberties Union ambassador wrote in a piece about becoming a public figure symbolizing domestic abuse. Despite the fact that Heard never addressed her ex-husband by name in the piece, Depp claimed the op-ed devastated his already decreasing career. Depp claimed in his initial suit and later papers that he was the one who was abused in the couple's relationship. During the Virginia trial, the actor repeated that claim on the stand. Surprisingly, Depp said nothing of the sort throughout his and Heard's restraining order late in 2016 divorce, even before the two's $7 million settlement essentially barred him from saying so. After failing to have the case dismissed or transferred to another jurisdiction, such as California, Heard countersued Depp for $100 million in the summer of 2020. The UK High Court handed Depp a crushing defeat in the action against The Sun in November 2020. Attempts to file an appeal on that side of the Atlantic have been futile for Depp. Depp filed his own appeal in the Virginia case in early November after both sides vowed to appeal within hours after the jury's judgment in June. This court should reverse the judgment on Ms. Heard's counterclaim as to the April 27 Waldman statement, but otherwise should affirm the judgment in Mr. Depp's favor, stated the November 3rd filing in Virginia's Court of Appeals of the $2 million award Heard received in a countersuit claim. Aside from that single counterclaim, the 7-person jury decided decisively in Depp's favor during the 7-week defamation trial. The previous Oscar contender was given $10 million in compensation damages and $5 million in punitive damages, thanks to the support of fans both inside and outside the courtroom. Before releasing the verdict, Karate decreased the punitive damages number to $350,000, the state's maximum. At the time, that $2 million counterclaim award appeared to be the case's Achilles' heel, at least if Heard's legal team had their way. The ensuing jury decision against Heard on all of Depp's allegations cannot be reconciled with the jury verdict against Depp on Heard's counterclaim. Heard's just before Thanksgiving appeal stated, however, in order to decide in favor of Heard, the jury must have concluded that Heard told the truth about being a victim of Depp's domestic abuse. As a result, the verdict against Heard cannot be upheld. With Depp and Heard already filing their respective appeals, you'd think things would move quickly, at least by the standards of the American legal system, but not in this instance. According to Virginia law, the merits of both appeals will now be decided by a panel of judges. Depending on how that goes and who is unhappy, Heard and Depp have the option of taking a case to the Commonwealth Supreme Court. That means it will be years before this is resolved, if at all. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you with another interesting video.